Oh my gosh. It's not often that I talk about my political views because society is so freaking sensitive. And anytime you try to have a decent conversation with somebody about this, you get attacked personally. Your character just gets shredded apart because you have an opinion. So I'm like, I'll just save my thoughts for intelligent people. But I'm going to talk about what I just saw. Now, let me state this. I am one of those people that feels like presidents are selected and not elected. This isn't me saying, yo, don't waste your time going to vote. If that is what makes you feel good, go ahead and do it. Handle your business, whatever helps you sleep at night. Especially if you're one of those type of people that likes to say, don't complain if you don't vote. Just go do whatever you want to do. But whether you decide that you want to vote on the right or the left or the red or the blue or whatever party or somewhere down the middle, it does not take a rocket scientist to see the theatrics that this particular party is trying to throw to sway a particular people to vote for them. Out of all the people to have to come to your first rally, why in the world would you bring one of the most ghetto, ratchetest, nasty, degenerate, bad influence on little girls and teenage girls and women, grown women, to your rally? If it wasn't some sort of tactic to sway people to vote. Oh, we're going to bring in this nasty woman that has millions and millions of listeners on Spotify and fans all around the freaking world to the rally. So, of course, if we bring her, maybe they will think that we're cool. Maybe they'll think that, we're for them. You feel me? Black people, y'all should feel really, really offended right now that this particular party thinks of you in that way. Thinks that pandering to you by bringing Megan Thee Stallion is going to win you over. Like, oh, you listen to Megan Thee Stallion? That is what's up. Like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and definitely vote for you because of that. Like, when are people going to stop doing this identity politics and start looking at things for what they truly are? Because Kamala Harris, number one, we don't know anything about this woman. Like, she's been the VP for like 3.5 years. I don't know what the heck she's done within that time period other than laugh and talk like a school teacher, like she's talking to kids. Like, every time I hear that woman speak, I feel like my grandmother's talking to me. Like, I kid you not. Like, I don't feel like an adult when she's talking. Like, I feel like a child when she's talking. And I can just imagine anybody who listens to her that goes to a rally or whatnot probably feels the same exact way. So I'm like, what has this woman done? We already know the history in which she has in California. We're not going to get too deep into the political stuff. If you want to know, go do your research on this woman. But I think that's the problem. A lot of people in the black community don't do any research, and we just simply vote off of emotion. And we just vote off of this. Oh, you look like me, so I'm going to give you my vote. Oh, you like the music that I like, so we're going to give you our vote. It just simply cannot be that easy to be swayed. Just to bring a rapper to a rally, like, I have never seen anything like that in my life. To get up on stage, twerking, songs so nasty that they had to alter it Because you have people in the crowd that's like, well, we weren't expecting this. Like, what's this? Like, you got your people up there, though. Your super political people, people who've never been to a concert, people who have never heard a Megan Thee Stallion song before, people who probably think that Snoop Dogg is still the hottest thing on the planet, who probably think 50 Cent is still on tour. These people right here, and then they come to see this, and it's like, wow, okay. Like, look at the faces of those people in that crowd. It's hilarious. But what's even more hilarious is to think that a particular people can be swayed to vote just because the Democratic Party is pandering. And you know what really breaks my heart is that when you try to talk to people about this type of stuff, like have a civil conversation, you get shut down immediately. And the number one thing people say is, what about the alternative? What about the alternative? Trump's this, Trump's that, blah, 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 blah. Like, let me just state on record that I'm not a fan of either of these candidates. And I don't think that whoever's in the White House is going to fix the issues within our communities. I am actually heavily considering moving out of my city because it's getting so rough around here. You feel me? I don't want to raise my kids around these thugs. All of these drive-by shootings from these degenerates. Parents not raising the kids. They're having sex and then leaving the mom and then the kids behind. And they grow up fatherless, broken home. And then they join these gangs and then start terrorizing the city. I'm sick of this. What is the person in the White House going to do for my city? I talked to two women yesterday. I said, look, y'all want Harris in office because y'all black and you're women, obviously. But you can't give me a single reason as to why she's qualified. We didn't argue, but I did tell them both, instead of focusing on who's in the White House, focus on who's on the board in the city, your commissioner, who's going to be the sheriff, stuff like that. Like, focus on the communities so we can try to clean up this city. Because whoever is in the White House may not necessarily have the best interest for those of us that are here in our cities. I just want people to be better. I want people to think for themselves. Stop being spoon-fed by the news. Stop being so easily swayed. It's like back in the day, Hillary Clinton says that she carries hot sauce with her everywhere she goes. I wonder who does that. Oh, you're invited to the cookout because you have hot sauce in your purse. And now we got this woman right here bringing Megan Thee Stallion to her rally and then changing her accent. Come say it to my face. Like, when you started talking like that? When did she start talking like that? Like, if you heard this woman speak, the majority of the time that she tries everything in her power to speak so elegant, so slowly, just like some school teacher. And then you go to these rallies saying things like, he doesn't walk it like he talks it. Like, what? And then had the head motion, walk it like he talks it. Like, ugh. I'm cringing up right now because some of you people are going to vote for this woman just because of that. You're eating it up. And I just wish you would stop. I really would. And some of you probably going to draw the conclusion like, I guess you're going to vote for Trump then. Like, what if I was? What? And what? And what? Like, what does that have to do with you? What does that have to do with anything? What if I could be independent. And that's pretty much where I lean, honestly. Because the whole country's screwed up. There's a lot wrong with this place. Number one, it's a godless society. Number one, I'm going to throw that out there. You push God out to the side, do a bunch of stuff that goes against the word of God, and wonder why we got hell on earth right now in this country. But we're gonna just leave that there. I'm gonna just sip the tea like Kermit the Frog. I don't know anything, I guess. Everyone thinks that presidents are saviors. When you ever learn that that's not the case? And it's not a presidential issue. It's a community issue. It's a moral issue. It's a lot of things wrong that need to be discussed. And the things that need to be discussed never get discussed. It always gets swept under the rug. policies and stuff of that nature, problems with this country, it never really gets addressed fully. Too many of you are voting with your feelings and not logic. Stop falling for pandering. Stop falling for nonsense. It makes you look terrible and ignorant of politics. I'm not the biggest politician. I won't sit here and claim to know everything that there is to know, but I know when someone's trying to pander to me. I know when someone's insulting my intelligence. And I know enough that when that occurs, for me to start to study a little bit more deeper into the person that's doing that. What are your motives? What are you really trying to do? Why do you want to get in so bad that you would cross valleys like that to be able to get in the White House? Those are the questions that I have. I'm not like some of these other people out here. Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion, go vote for Harris now. Like some of you are literally going to do that right now. It's sad. It is so sad. But anyway, like I said, I'm not trying to get too deep with this, but I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to bring my thoughts because it's something current that's going on right now. And I don't want to skip over too many current events because I'm sure some of you out there probably got something to say. I want to know, how do you feel? And be honest. How do you feel about Megan Thee Stallion performing at Kamala Harris's rally? Comment down below. Keep it respectful, okay? Keep it respectful. Don't argue with each other. Don't beat each other down. Just speak your mind. And then let's just go back and forth. All right? If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to see more videos like this, comment down below. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. See y'all in the next one. Peace.